Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Melissa, and if you're new, please like this video, subscribe, click the notification bell so that whenever I post, you'll be the first to find out. Oh, don't you like this beautiful face that is looking at you right now? If you like this face, this beautiful face, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you. So today, guys, we're going to be talking about why a vibrant and diverse community like Africa are living from paycheck to paycheck every month. I mean, at the end of the month, all you are left with is overdraft upon overdraft. Why do people live abroad or in the UK, I mean in this instance, still end up having nothing at the end of the month? At the end of the year, you can't literally brag of anything. The only thing you've been able to save is your life. When they say, what have you saved? How much did you save in 2024? You tell them, my life. And that's enough for me. But you know that we need to be able to save. We need to be able to invest. We can't come here and be living monthly from paycheck to paycheck. At the end of the month, your 2K salary is gone, your 3K salary is gone, your 1K, 2K salary is gone, and you're just like this waiting for the next salary. We can't continue like that. So we need to talk about this particular topic. It's very key, it's very important that we dwell on this topic exhaustively so we can be able to find the root cause and find how we can collectively handle this so we can be able to boast of something. You do not want to live abroad for 10 years, 20 years, and when you look back, there is actually nothing to fall back to. You have nothing to your name. We cannot continue to do that. So whether you like it or not, many Africans, they've built significant careers over the years. We have a lot of medical doctors, a lot of lawyers, tech professionals, nurses, social workers, name it, the list is endless. A lot of people are top tier in their careers. They are calling the shots in their career. But at the end of the month, they still have nothing left with. Why? What's the root cause? What's causing this? Number one, obviously, we know is racism. Whether you like it or not, racism exists in every part of the world. Even though different countries, for example, the UK, are putting in extra efforts to curb racism. But then again, it keeps happening. Recently, someone made a video on TikTok at the child is in reception, and her classmates were literally laughing at her hair, calling her ugly, that they don't want to play with her because she does not look like them. She has a different hair color and hair texture, and their skin color is different. I mean, these are people in reception. Children in reception are aged 5, I want to believe 5 or 6, depending on the month of the year they were born in. But just imagine a 5-year-old or a 6-year-old already having that perception, already having that mindset that this person does not look like me, so I do not want to play with this person. To see how deep-rooted racism is. I mean, it's just the same way in Nigeria tribalism exists. You see a Yoruba person not wanting someone of Igbo origin to rule, or someone of Igbo origin not wanting someone of Yoruba or Hausa origin to rule. And trust me, it's a very, very limiting factor. A lot of people, they're in their career, they want to progress, they want to go to their next stage, but they are hindered by racism. I was having a discussion with a family friend yesterday, and she said, imagine somebody that came to join me on this job. I literally trained this person, I showed this person. The next minute, they advertised a role internally, and this person went up to the next band while I'm still stuck here. 3 years, no progression. Not like I'm not chasing courses, not like I do not want to progress. My hands are tied. A lot of Africans are dealing with stereotypes, unequal treatment, other presentation in their different jobs. But even in the face of this adversity, a lot of Africans have still been able to push forward in their career. But then what percentage of Africans have been able to do this, have been able to achieve this? Activism has played a crucial role in curbing this. A lot of bodies, a lot of agencies are trying to see how they can stop this. A lot of laws, a lot of measures are being put in organizations, but then again, these things still persist. Another reason is low wages and unstable employment. We cannot get rid of this. We all know a lot of people came to the UK with a care visa route. They feel stuck, they are underpaid, they are overworked, they feel stuck because their COS or their sponsorship is tied to this employer, and they are scared to speak out for the fear of losing this sponsorship. Hence, this has mounted so much pressure on the average African in that sector that they can't do anything. I mean, down to sick pay. I know a lot of people, they can't even call in sick. It's that bad. They can't ring in sick because the employers will threaten them and they are scared to speak up. Even when you tell them citizens' advice is there for you, speak up, join a union, they are still scared to speak up. So where does the average African stand? We're also talking about precarious employment. A lot of people are living illegally in the UK, which of course I am not in support of, but then it is the situation they found themselves in. So a situation whereby they get to be paid meager salary. Imagine earning about £4 per hour just because you are not living in the UK legally. So a lot of people are faced with this harsh treatment from their employers and they're actually unable to break through. Some people are living on overdraft. Their income is not able to sustain them. Now, another main reason is high cost of living. It's no doubt that in 2025 the cost of living is significantly rising. It is over the roof. The things we used to purchase for £200, I think now is double the price, and it's a world problem. It's a global problem. It is not peculiar to the UK alone. I just got back from Canada and you all know how I kept on screaming about how expensive things was in Canada. So it's like all over. But then again, a national minimum wage, we think is actually enough for the average African. Do you think it's enough to sustain them? I know that because what happens is that when minimum wage goes up, every other thing goes up. We're talking about transportation, food, water, like everything just goes up. So at the end of the day, your income is rising and your cost of living is rising at the same time. Nothing is actually being done at that point. Frequent inflation of goods and services keeps making it extremely difficult for the average African to thrive in the UK. Now, how do we curb this? Where do we go from here? Thirdly, which is, I think this should have been my number one point because it's the most significant, black tax. Black tax is real. Black tax is a thing, and black tax kills. The earlier we understood this, the better for us. Black tax is a silent killer. It drains you, it makes you, it sucks you dry. A situation whereby you're here, you're working hard not just for yourself, but also for the people you left back home in Africa. It is extremely difficult. You have your parents, you have your siblings to serve, you have your in-laws, you have your cousins, your nieces, nephews. Everyone has that uncle, that auntie that is in London, auntie London, uncle London, that auntie that is abroad, thinking, oh, my auntie is abroad, she will send me this, she will sponsor me, she will do this. Black tax skills. That's why I always tell people, before you think about black tax, before you think about remitting back home, check yourself. Have I been able to save a significant amount this month? Am I well fed myself? Am I able to fend for myself? Because you must be able to fend for yourself before you can think about others. You cannot pour from an empty cup. But a lot of people don't tend to understand this. Most Africans, they come here with huge amounts of debt they need to pay, they need to clear. So sometimes they're actually unable to even thrive, which is so heartbreaking. You see someone, and time flies, 10 years down the line, 15 years down the line, they have nothing to themselves because they've been busy fueling or sustaining their people back home. Where do we draw the line from here? And another important key factor I would love to mention is being too dependent on credit. We work in a credit system where your car is under credit, your house is under credit, your phone is under credit. Literally everything is under credit. And this amounts to an amount that you have to pay every month. So every month, these things, they leave your account, they go out of your account. At the end of the month, you're literally left with nothing. Most times you're left with overdrafts, where in turn you now need to borrow from someone else to be able to foot your bills, which leaves you in debt. So I will always say this: you must try your best to curb credit as much as you can. I know we live in a credit system world, but if you are not careful, you will be poor. You will be poor. Now, how do we curb this? Number one, live in a house you can afford. Before you even buy a house, the bank always says, make sure you can afford it. Do not drive luxury cars unless you have enough investment. You must have invested well enough to be able to drive a luxury car. That is key. Number three, please, as much as possible, obviously we live in a credit system, we need to be able to spend our credit cards to be able to, raise our score, our credit score. So make sure that the amount you spend every month from your credit card is something you can comfortably pay back. That way you're not living in so much debt. That's key for me. Another main reason why Africans live from debt to debt is not building wealth in the UK. Why do we keep making these mistakes? Why do people live here and go to Nigeria to build flats, to build a lot of houses, or rather, or to create business in Nigeria? I don't understand that. Like, how, like, just does it even make financial sense? Why are you earning in pounds and you're investing in naira, hoping to get your returns in naira that you will spend in pounds? What's the value? Like, how does that even make sense? I'm not saying neglect Africa, however, but build your wealth here, that you're based here, build your wealth here before thinking about Africa. Lack of financial planning leaves us in abrupt debts. So we need to make sure we make very good financial plans so we do not end up being ruined. And at the same time, not planning for old age. See, a lot of people right now do not even know anything about life insurance. We don't make plans. We end up putting our families in debt when we pass. So life insurance is a must. You need to be able to think about life after when you're gone, if you have loved ones. So that's why it's key that we have our life insurance. We don't make plans for things like this. So when we pass on, the people we leave behind end up struggling to fend for themselves, living from hand to mouth. Take, for instance, during COVID, a lot of lives were lost, and it was discovered that a lot of people did not have life insurance in place. So their families had to resort to open a GoFundMe account for people to be able to support them financially. You do not want to leave your family that way. You do not want that to be the last memory your family will have of you. So it's very, very important that you plan. A lot of people don't even plan for their death. They don't even have any funeral plans in place for themselves. That's not good at all, especially for your loved ones. Another reason is lots of Africans are here on visa, except those that have been able to, become British. And what that means is that most of us do not have access to public funds. Not having that external support sometimes makes things extremely difficult for us. I know public funds is not so huge, but just having at the back of your mind that if something should go wrong tomorrow, there's an external support for me. I think it makes things, better in a way. There are a lot of factors, but I do not want this to be too long. So if you know any other factor that you think, limits us Africans or makes us not to be able to live our best lives here or to be able to thrive, that puts us in so much debt or makes us, live from paycheck to paycheck monthly, share your thoughts in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to read them. If you're in this situation, just know that nothing lasts forever. In a matter of time, all this will be a thing of the past. So brace up, keep moving, keep thriving, because we are Africans. Do you know what that means? Even the color of our skin alone. Do you know what that means? We are strong, we are capable, we are limitless. We can do anything we decide to do. Anything we put our mind to do, we can achieve it. We have a lot of limited factors back home, and yet we're able to try. Know that, just have that at the back of your mind, that nothing lasts forever. And trust me, our time is coming. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you all in my next one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course click the notification bell. See you all in my next video, guys. Bye.